Shalom, 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 shalom. So I've been looking at a couple of things that's going on in the community right now, and I have said a couple of things that may have been a little bit overblown, and there's a lot of things that's going on with all of us right now. The Most High is testing us, and we gotta understand that since the Most High is testing us, you know, if we decide to fail the test, can you hear me? Yo, y'all hear it? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put it two if you can. Okay. I can't hear you very well. Okay. Can you hear me now? I think I know what it is. Salaki, y'all. Okay, can y'all hear me? Testing, testing. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay. Okay. So I want to tell you guys a story real quick, okay? So as you know, well, as you don't know, when I was 2 years old, my father and my mother had this huge argument, okay? They had this huge argument. And once they had this huge argument, my mother, she decided to throw a hammer at my father, okay? Obviously, my father ducked, and after that, that was when both of them decided to get a divorce. Now, what's so powerful about this story is that when I was pretty much still a kid, my father had decided to come back into my life. And he's been a part of my life throughout the rest throughout the rest of my life so far. And so, while I'm growing up with my father around, he told me, he brought the Bible to me, and he told me, he was like, "Yo, son, I need to talk to you." And then I'm like, "All right, so what you need to talk to me about?" Right? So he's like, "I need to talk to you because there are a lot of things that I'm pretty much going to try to do for you, but some of the things that I'm going to try to do for you, I'm going to fail at. So I'm letting you know right now, I am your biological father, but I'm not your real father." So I had to take a step back and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So if you're not my real dad, then who is my real dad, right? I'm like, shit, I thought you decided to, you know what I'm saying? I thought that you was my real dad. So I'm like, what's up with that? He's like, no, son, this is your real father. Then he opened up the book. He showed me a few scriptures, and then he told me to keep this Bible, right? He said, keep it and actually read it for yourself. Ever since then, I kept the same exact Bible, the same exact one. Even when I was a pagan, I kept the same one. She said, what's this? This is a live stream. What do you mean, what's this? Yes. So the Bible that I just showed y'all was the same Bible that my father gave me. Yes. You want to see it? I mean, that's okay. I don't judge you. I don't judge you for being not religious, but I can tell you the truth. But anyway, when it came down to, it says, can I get a shout out, please? I'm doing a challenge with my friend in LA, blah, blah. Yo, moderators, can y'all please get these guys out of here? I don't know who they are, but thank you. So, just to let you guys know, the reason why I'm basically saying this is because I learned from the Most High. And when I actually learned from the Most High, there's a lot of things and a lot of flaws that I have done growing up. You see, even when I was a pagan, I still had the Bible with me. See what I'm saying? Because as a teenager, I had questions. But the more and more older I got, the more and more wiser I became. So when it came down to it, I'll dig back into the Bible later on. And this is how I read from Genesis to Malachi when I was actually doing all of these other different things that I had no business doing. See, I'm just a kid from Chicago who definitely likes to read from Genesis to Malachi and who definitely loves the Most High with all of my heart and with all of my soul. I'm a flawed man just like everybody else. And with that being said, the post that I created a few days ago about the community and about the people outside of the community, I definitely want to apologize. I want to say I'm sorry because it was my emotions that I was not able to control, you know? So, with that being said, right, if anybody, if I have an issue with anybody, I don't care who it is because I'm coming with love and I'm not coming with frustration because here's the thing, right? With my brothers and sisters out there, we could have disagreements, we could rebuke each other line for line, verse for verse. It is what it is. But at the same time, you have to sit back and reflect, right? You have to sit back and reflect upon yourself and be like, okay, am I coming at my community with the most genuine heart, or am I coming at my community with frustration, right? Am I coming at my community wrong? And I came at my community super wrong at that post, you see? And I don't want anybody else in the community to make it seem like I'm just this person when I'm not, you know? I'm totally, I'm the total opposite of that. See what I'm saying? So with this, with this thing that I'm doing right now, I'm actually explaining the reason why the Most High had me go through what I went through. It was a whole test, and I failed. So I have to repent to the Most High. I have to apologize to the community, and I don't want you guys to think that that is who I am because that's not who I am. You see, I want you guys to know who I am. That's the reason why, if you ever think that, I've basically done something wrong to you, if you ever think that I've basically done a lot of wicked stuff to you, then my email is literally on my YouTube account. You could be able to actually look up my YouTube info and you can see my email. Just hit me up. You see what I'm saying? Hit me up. It's not hard for you to hit me up and be like, look, yo, brother, this is what you did to me. See what I'm saying? I think that you offended me when you said this, or I think that you offended me when you did that. And out in the open, I will apologize. And if anything else is not left on the table, right? Then we're good. If anything else is left on the table, then we can discuss it. Because here's my thing, right? If I know that a person disagrees with what I'm saying, or if I know that I've done something wrong to that person, I don't want that person to hold a grudge towards me, and I don't want to hold a grudge towards that person. Because the Most High said out of his own mouth not to hold any grudges towards his neighbors. See what I'm saying? Don't hold any grudge towards your neighbor. Okay? I don't care who you are. If you know that your neighbor is doing a lot of things wicked, it is okay to rebuke that neighbor, but it is not okay to hold a grudge towards that neighbor. Let the Most High deal with him. Let the Most High deal with her. But you keep loving him or her as you love yourself. That's all that matters. This is why I don't hold any grudges. If I'm frustrated one day, I'm not going to hold that frustration another day because it's tiring. It's tiring. Why do we have to be like this as a community? Why do we have to be like that as far as holding grudges towards each other? For what? I think about the people that I already know in this community every single day. Shit, there's a lot of people in this community that I have talked to, and a lot of these people in the community that I have talked to are genuine people. So I don't want to come at anybody the wrong way. And if I have, I'm sorry. I am. My energy towards the community is we all need to come together. We all need to be on one mindset. If we have any issues towards each other, we need to hash it out, right? Because that's what type of time we're on. See what I'm saying? We need to be on that type of time because the energy is elevating. And if you're not elevating with the energy, then see you later. The Most High is not going to deal with you. If you consider yourself the Most High's child, then you need to go back to the Torah. You need to read it. What's up, bro? 100. What's the difference between living and existing? Mm. So that's a good question. Side cash talks. That is a good question. When you exist, you're just there. You're just there. It's like you. It seems like you have nothing to live for, right? Your body's there, right? Your organs, your brain, right? Everything's there. But you have to realize how to live. You have to know how to live. What's your purpose? What were you sent on this earth to do? Shout out to Sister Tessiah. I love you. I love all my sisters in the chat. I love all my brothers and sisters in the chat. Shout out to Sister Shelly, right? Shout out to Sister Yeshiva. I love you, Queens. Yeah, man. Your purpose is how you live. You know what I'm saying? You don't just exist. You know what I mean? You don't just exist for no reason. You live with a purpose. Your purpose is your gift. See what I'm saying? What is your gift? Because if you have a gift, then you need to apply that gift. And once you apply that gift, you need to start helping others with that gift. That's really your purpose. Your purpose is to be fruitful and to multiply. But how do you do that? It's through communication, right? It's talking with others, having your life evolve around others. That's the difference between living and existing. Separation and division, that's our enemy's way. We don't do that over here. And if I ever pushed anything towards a brother or a sister to where I'm not actually bringing us together, but I'm pretty much pushing us away from each other, then I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry because I'm not that type of brother that's just gonna keep going with this nonsense of separation. That's not who I am in the heart, in the mind, in the soul, or in the spirit. A lot of the Yah only community, they have so many different opinions. Well, I believe this is the truth. I believe that is the truth. I believe that what you're saying is a lie. I believe that what you're saying is a lie. But if you stop to think about it, what's the difference between us and the Christians? How do we set ourselves apart? If we're gonna keep disagreeing and splitting up, then how are we supposed to stay strong as a community? We might as well just call ourselves Christians. We might as well just call ourselves Catholics. See what I'm saying? I don't want us to do that. I don't want us to be like everybody else. And if you have that energy in here in the community, then yes, we're gonna do what the Most High Yah told us to do, which is rebuke that. And once we rebuke that, hopefully you can self-reflect, just like I have, just like the people in the chat, right? Just like they have. And they can tell you, even though it's not good to self-reflect and to look at your flaws and to accept your flaws and what you've done, it feels way better afterwards, after it happens, not during the process, but after it happens, it feels like a whole weight is just lifted off you. That's the Most High Yah's work. And this is the reason why we're living the way that we are right now. It's for us to accept our punishment. It's for us to accept our flaws and then work on them. That's how you can be perfect in the eyes of Yah. Not only just through righteousness, right? Not only just through righteousness, not only through just following his laws, but repentance. Repentance is key. This is where your true character comes out. This is where the true you comes out. The true you is not your righteousness. The true you is your flaws. You know that, right? The true you is your flaws. So how can you be able to outgrow your flaws? We got to be able to understand that part. People don't really want to deal with the flaws, and that's the reason why when they try to act too perfect, that's a flaw too. Don't try to act too perfect. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself, right? I don't want to sit on here and be Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Anytime I'm rebuking a brother or a sister, I'm rebuking myself because we're all of us are brothers and sisters at heart. We're brothers and sisters through the spirit. So anytime I'm rebuking a sister or I'm rebuking a brother, I'm rebuking myself because I feel that brother and that sister. Anytime they do something wrong, I feel the hurt. And I don't like feeling that hurt. I want to see my brothers and sisters succeed in everything that they do. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about what you did last Monday. I don't care about what you did last Tuesday. What are you going to do today? Because you see, it matters the most. The present matters the most, not the future, not the past. So if you rebuke yourself right now, if you apologize right now, what is that going to do for you in the future? It's going to open up a lot more windows, right? That's the reason why I'm on here. I'm rebuking myself for what I've done because it seems like I hurt a couple of people in this community. And I don't like feeling that way. You see what I'm saying? Genuine people in this community. And I wish that we could be able to talk more. I wish that we could be able to laugh more. I wish that we could be able to do a lot of other things more. And we probably can. Cheers, fellow creators and watchers. Cheers, cheers. That's all I want to do with y'all. I want to laugh. I want to kick it, right? I want to talk about new profound knowledge that a lot of us probably know already, but a lot of others don't know already. Oh, you watching from Canada, Monkey Man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. It says you can feel the weight on you so heavy that the individual must challenge. If not, they've expected the ways of the heathens. Exactly. Exactly. Because we're not heathens. We're just flawed human beings that want to progress, that want to do better. This is why I say all the time on my lives, if you do better, you be better, right? Because it's true. I don't sit on here and then just press speech, speech, and speech. The people that know me, the people that have actually talked to me before, know that I am profound when it comes to generosity, when it comes to genuine energy. I'm not fake. You can save that fake shit for the birds. I'm not fake whatsoever. So if I want my people to actually come together, I'm gonna want to actually have my people come together, regardless of the fact. I don't care what y'all got going on, but guess what? I bet you the Most High is the only Father, though. I bet you He's the only God, though. Let's agree to disagree on these minor disagreements, because that's what they are. They're just minor. That shit don't matter. What about the Most High? That He matters. He matters. What about Him? Also, you just gonna forget about that, and you're going to disagree with this brother or this sister. You ain't gonna talk to this brother or this sister no more, right? Because of what they did to you or how you felt about certain things. Well, sorry to say, but can't nobody read your mind. The only person that can read your mind is the Most High. So if you are going to state how you feel about a certain person, if you are going to state how you feel based off of what this certain person have done to you, then I think you should talk to that person, especially if they're in the community. This is why we have a lot of misunderstandings. This is why we have a lot of mistakes. This is why we have a lot of flaws, right? When it comes to a whole story that shouldn't be a story in the first place. You know what we should be doing right now? We should be rebuking the Christians. We should be rebuking a lot of these idol worshippers that's out here. We should be rebuking our enemies. But then again, we're not doing any of that. Instead, we rebuking each other. We got our own problems in the community. It says, Sister Yeshiva says, when we all understand that Tessiyah, we should fight together from here on out. Exactly. That's all that matters. Because here's the thing about it, brothers. And I'm going to talk to the brothers real quick. I'm going to talk to the fellas real quick. A lot of our sisters out here, they got our backs. Whether you think so or not, they have our backs for real. So when you it should piss you off. It should make you super mad when you hear on the news about a sister being raped, when you hear about a sister actually dying, right? Because of some other man from some other nation deciding to kill one of our sisters. You should feel some type of way about everything that our sisters is going through. I feel it. I don't care who's around me. If you are a daughter of Zion, bro, and you in trouble, bro, I'm standing 10 toes, bro. Fuck all the bullshit, bro. I'm standing 10 toes for you, bro, because ain't no way, ain't no way I'm just gonna sit there and let another man do something to you. Like, bro, like I would, bro, you guys are precious to me. See what I'm saying? If the Most High protects our daughters, then we need to too. There's no excuse. If we ain't gonna protect our daughters, if we not gonna protect our women, then who will? See what I'm saying? So I'm not just somebody. I'm not just another brother on YouTube. I'm somebody who cares. See what I'm saying? Because a lot of other brothers are showing that they don't care. And that's saying something. So I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a brother or a sister out here in the community. I know what I said in my last post, and for that I apologize. I apologize because I shouldn't I shouldn't judge either one of you if I know that I need to self-reflect my damn self and be like, yo, wait a minute. They could have taken this the wrong way. They could have taken that the wrong way. You see what I'm saying? And it's unfair for me to actually come out into the community and say that because that's not really who I am, bro. That's not my heart. My heart is genuine and I want to show it. I want to show it instead of tell it. That's why if anybody in the community has a situation with me, I don't care if I got to reach out to you first. I don't care if you got to reach out to me, but we need to hash this out. We need to hash this out. I don't want no problems with anybody in this community, and I'm gonna stand on it because I would rather protect you than to fight you. I'd rather protect you than to just start discriminating against you because we all we got right now. Exactly. We don't talk about it, we be about it. Exactly. That's what I want to be. I want to be somebody that bees about it. So that's the reason why I'm doing this live. I don't want to waste anybody else's time because we need to act separate from others. We need to show our departure from everybody else in the world, and that's saying something. How can we show our departure from everybody else in the world? We follow the Torah. We follow the Most High's voice. That's how. Because not a lot of people are doing it, right? Not a lot of people are doing it. So since we are his children, since we know the truth, we got to stand 10 toes on that. We got to make sure that the Most High knows who his children are because we follow his commandments. So that's my story on how I came into the truth. Because I'm not going to lie to you, my father and my mother, they're Christians, right? Most of my family are Christians. So when he showed me that book, he showed me Genesis to Revelation. But then, but then something happened to me to where I didn't believe in the book anymore, to where I was a pagan, right? I was a pagan in my teenage years, done a lot of stuff. But then my struggles came back. Me prevailing through my struggles helped me come back to the Torah and Tanakh. That's the reason why we got to prevail through the struggle. We got to prevail through these hard times. We got to prevail through all of these different disagreements that we do have. We strong enough to do it, but it's up to us. It's not up to anybody else. We got to put in that work. It says we are set apart people and we are not ashamed of it. Exactly. We shouldn't be ashamed of that. When you know that you are set apart, then nothing else is going to phase you. You see what I'm saying? I got people already coming up to me asking me, yo, brother, why do you do this? Why do you do that? How come you don't celebrate Christmas? How come you don't celebrate any of these holidays? How come you stay at home on a Shabbat? How come you don't really do anything? Anytime somebody come over to my crib, how come you have just a space for yourself? Because the ground that I stand on at that space is holy. That's where I pray to the Most High. I bow down to Him. I don't play about this. And I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the things that have been said about me, I'm truly hurt from it. But I understand. I understand why those things were actually said about me. And I'm coming to you, person to person, and I'm telling you that you have every right to feel how you feel. I can't tell you how you're supposed to feel about a certain situation. But what I can tell you is what the Most High says when you're feeling what you're feeling. That's the only thing I can do. So I don't do any of this out of hate. I don't do what I do out of just ignorance. I do all of this out of love at the end of the day. So if you take it that way, if you take it any other way other than love, then I'm sorry. I don't care about what we got going on. I don't care about any of our disagreements. I want to let you know straight up that I'm sorry about what I've done. And hopefully we could come to a common ground because you see, a lot of y'all in the community, y'all are definitely special, man. Like y'all are very special. I see potential in all of y'all. And man, it's just like it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. Your positive side is beautiful. It's so beautiful to see, man. The way we laugh, kick it, joke, joke around with each other. It's like a real family for real. So I'm not gonna waste any more of y'all time. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Happy Sunday and Shabbat Shalom. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Christians, they like the Shabbat on Sundays. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm playing with y'all. But I love y'all. Shalom. Peace.